we're introducing ourselves, we want to tell you a quick story about the two of us. Now you see, we weren't always the two most handsome models you see standing right in front of you. Oh no. You know what? You guys might find this one really hard to believe, okay? But back when we were in school, we used to be called nerds. Yeah. That's why we're on a 12-step nerd program. That's right. You know, we used to be called nerds, and here's the story on when my brother and I went to school. Now, you see, people would walk up to us, and they would be like, "What's up, nerds?" Well, when this happened, my brother and I, we would go, "Rock and roll, man." Or sometimes they would walk up to us, and they would be like, "What's up, nerdy, 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 nerdy nerds?" Well, when this happened, my brother and I, we would be like, "Peace out, dog." So, you know, come to think about it, we're still nerds, aren't we? Yeah, come to think of it, we are. So, my brother and I, we like to spell things out. Can you guys help us spell the word nerd? Here we go, ready? N-E-R-D, nerd. And here's what it stands for, a never-ending radical dude. Or if you're a girl, it stands for a never-ending radical dudette. So you see, we all can be never-ending radical dudes, but it all starts about feeling good about yourself. But this story is also how we messed up our hair, and here's how it goes. So one day, my brother and I were working on a top-secret experiment in our underground tree house, when all we had to do was mix in one last ingredient into the mixing bowl. So I went over to the mixing bowl, and I started to pour it on in. But then out of nowhere, steam started to rise, and it filled the air, and I couldn't see anything, well, because my glasses got fogged up. And then out of nowhere, we had a huge explosion. Whoa, you gotta be careful with that one, brother. Are you guys okay? Good. That kind of scared me too. Let's take a deep breath. Here we go. Take a deep breath. Hold it, let it out slowly. See, that helps you calm down when you get nervous. Plus, the doctor told me that it's good to keep air to my brain since I'm kind of an airhead sometimes. But go ahead and finish the story, brother. Now, you see, two things happened to us that day. Clearly, the explosion did not hurt us. But this is what we did. We jumped up. We looked at the mirror that was on the wall, and here's what we saw. For the first time in our life, our hair was sticking straight up. Our glasses had been broken into 17 pieces, and that's why we have tape on them. And we've been changed into superheroes on a mission to save and entertain the entire world. Oh yeah. Oh, but we also got great news that day too. We also found out we saved a ton of money in our car insurance by switching it to Geico. Now that part is true. Yeah. Now, to be a superhero, it takes confidence. So, can everybody say that word with me? This little girl is really loud. She did an amazing job. The rest of you guys are a little weak. So, can you say it again with a little bit more confidence? That's what I'm talking about. Now, we actually have a song about being a never-ending radical dude. And since my brother and I aren't never-ending radical dudes, and we like to rock out at pretty much life in general, I'm going to have my brother pick two people to be my very own rock and roll band here on front. Oh, yeah. Okay, so who knows how to play the rock and roll guitar? Pick two people, Let's see here. Okay, well, what I'm guessing is the person with the really long hair right there. I'm pretty sure you can play the guitar. Come here. No, don't look back. Come up here. Yep, with the black long sleeve. Yep, come on up. I'm sure that person can play the guitar. Let's see here. How about the person in the way back with the glasses, with the jersey? Come on up. Oh yeah. All right. So these are your guitars, okay? And I want you guys to play the guitar like you've never played a guitar before. I'm sure you guys have played Guitar Hero, right? Yeah? So I want you guys to play like you're playing Guitar Hero. So, you know, if you're at home and you're playing the Guitar Hero and you go like... I want you to do that here, okay? So let's see what type of skills you guys got. Now, everybody out here in the audience, you guys are going to help us out too. You guys are going to be the singers of this song. Yeah, and it's really easy. Here's how it goes. In this song, it goes, superheroes. But right before that, I'm gonna go 1, 2, and I'm gonna put up my mic like this. And when you see me do that, I want you guys to say as loud and as fast as you can. I want you to say, superheroes. Okay, let's practice it. Ready? 1, 2. Good job. Alright, so you can come up here, take center stage. Here we go, guys. Spot, now play the guitar. Everybody, guys, clap your hands to the beat of the music. There you go. Let's have some fun this morning. Let's get you guys ready for your state test. Keep it going. Keep it going. Here we go. Superheroes come pretty fast, okay? So here we go. 1, 2. Good job. Okay, so you can go a little bit louder and a little bit faster. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Good job. Okay, brother, take it away. The world is really hard to change. You just got one pair of hands. Clap your hands, everybody. Put all your kids together now. You're the power of Superman, yeah. Sit back and let it go. We got the muscles, watch it grow. Kids will stay together, yeah. Okay, teachers, let's tell how we do this. Teachers, here we go. 1, 2. Good job, teachers. Brothers, take it away. The time has come to let them see just how this whole world's got to be. As strong as Hulk and fast as Flash. Together we're gonna make some history. Trash the trashers through the air. We're all moving out there to care. Kids will stay together, yeah. So we got 3 times. Girls, here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Good job. Boys, 1, 2. Let's have everybody. 1, 2. Good job. Those hands clapping. Oh yeah. Skies above, earth below. Nature's cool. We're no fools. Kids will stay together. Yeah. I'm gonna break it down. Here we go. Spider-Man, Hammerman, G.I. Joe, Toxic Avenger, Michael and Bo, Captain Planet, to name a few. Still are as super as all of you. Captain America, Plastic Man, Wonder Woman, and Peter Pan. Robin, Popeye, a sight to see. Last but not least, my brother and me. Okay, take it on easy and snap your fingers. Nice. All right, guys, I want to give my rock and roll band members up here a big round of applause. Oh yeah, good job, dude. Good job. Thanks for the guitar. And you guys did a good job at singing too, so you guys give yourself a pat on the back, okay?
All right, before the song, actually, you had to have something to be a superhero. And it started with a C.
Can anybody yell it out loud?
Confidence, right. Now, we realized the explosion didn't change the way we looked, other than our hair. But what it did change was the way that we felt about ourselves. You see, we realized for the first time in our life that it's not what you look like on the outside, but it's how you feel about yourself on the inside that matters. See, you're all special here. And there is no one else like you in the entire world. And that's what it takes to make your school the friendliest school around.
And so since you guys have met us and we have met you, I want you guys to turn to the person next to you and I want you to say, good to see you here at school today. Good to see you here at school today. Alright, so check this out, everybody. My brother and I, we have been called in by your teachers and your principal to help you guys get ready for your upcoming state test, which is next week, by the way. Now, I'm going to make it so you guys are not stressed, okay? So, in your state, it's called the PSSA. And in other states, it actually has different names. And so today, my brother and I, and you guys, we're all going to be having a lot of fun. But we're also going to be giving you guys a lot of tips for this upcoming state test. Also, how to lower your stress level and how to help you get prepared before and during the test so you guys have the most confidence. But before we start off, I want you guys to repeat something after me. When it comes to the test, I'm going to try my best. That's right, and anytime that you guys want to try your best at something, it helps to set a goal. Now, a goal is something that you want to achieve. Now, you can set a goal to become a better student at math, science, or set a goal to become better at the computer or sports. You can even set a goal to do your best on this upcoming state test.
Yeah, I love goals. Hey, brother, I set a goal.
What's that?
Yeah, my goal is to meet my new future ex-girlfriend here in Pittsburgh.
What? Your new future ex-girlfriend? Now, I want you to hold that thought. Now, you see, everybody, there's a difference between goals and miracles. Okay, now, brother, I want you to...
I'll hold the thought.
Yeah, just hold that, and let's get back on track on how to set a goal and how to make a plan. So the first thing that you guys want to do is you want to decide what your goal is going to be. For example, my brother and I, we have to learn all of our songs that we sing in our concerts. And so it went like this. The first thing that we did was we decided to learn our songs in 1 month. The second thing we did was we wrote that down on a piece of paper and the date to have the songs learned by. Brother, show them what that looks like.
Okay. All right, piece of paper. Learn songs in 1 month.
Exactly. So now you take that piece of paper and you place it somewhere where you can see it every single day. So at home, mine is on the bulletin board. Brother, where did you put yours?
Mine is on the bathroom mirror where I can look at it every day.
That's a good place too. Now, the next thing that you guys want to do, now that you have your goal in place, now you have to set a plan to achieve that goal. So, our plan, brother, tell them what our plan was.
Okay, our plan was to come home from school every day, do all our homework, do our chores, and then work on our songs for 30 minutes. And then after those 30 minutes were completed, we could play Xbox, we could ride our bike, we could go out, we could hang out with friends, do whatever we wanted to do. Why? Because all our work was done.
That's right. So you want to do the most important things first. So, if you set a goal to become a better student at math or science or learn the computer or be better at any type of sport, come home from school. I want you guys to do your homework, do your chores, and then work on your goal. Now, you can even use that time to study for this upcoming state test. Now, it's not hard. It just means setting a goal and making a plan. And that takes responsibility. And so we want to tell you a quick story about responsibility. You see, we had this kid at our school, and he was never responsible. This is what he did. He would not listen to any of the tips that we're going to be sharing with you guys here today for your guys' upcoming state test. Or he would never do his homework. And so when he got a bad test score, he would blame the teacher. Or if we're playing football and he drops a perfect football pass, drops it, well, he would blame the quarterback. That's right. So, brother, tell them what our friend's name was.
Our friend's name was Charlie. So we wrote a song about Charlie and about responsibility and about setting goals, and it's called It's Up to You. Why? Because your teachers are going to give you a lot of information within the next week about your test. But they can't take the test for you. So it's up to you. Brother, pick 2 people. I'm going to have 2 people to play the guitars again. I need a rock band. Really quickly, though, I need 2 people.
Okay, let's see here. So how about the guy right there with the glasses? Yep, with the dots on his shirt. And let's pick a girl. Let's see, a girl that wants to go up. Okay, the girl, she raised her hand pretty fast over there in the corner. Come on up. Oh, yeah. So, like before, these are your guys' guitars. And as you've seen before, I want you guys to play the guitar like you've never played the guitar before. And I want you guys to clap your hands to the beat of the music. Let's have a little bit more fun, okay, before we get to the
Here we go.
Good job, buddy. All right, here we go.
Oh, Charlie, he used to say, "Didn't do my homework, it's stupid anyway." Well, my teacher is the meanest, she couldn't be any tougher. She's out to get me, she just wants to see me suffer. She found on the spelling, she's never any fun. It's my teacher's fault that my homework never done.
Charlie was in trouble. He would always complain. Life at home was driving him insane. His mother's always yelling, do this and do that. Tie your shoes, brush your teeth, and don't forget your hat. Clean your room, fix your hat, it really isn't cool. It's his mother's fault, he's always late for school. You can blame it on a parent, blame it on a friend, blame it on the teacher, that's where problems begin. You can blame it on the president, but no matter what you do, consequences come back, and you know who. It's up to you. Now let's go. I want you guys to sing. Here we go. Ready? It's up to you. Okay, let's try it again. Ready? Check this out. It's up to you. Good job. Keep singing. Here we go. It's up to you. Louder, guys. Get louder. Here we go. It's not up to your parents. It's not up to your dog. It's not up to anybody but yourself. Okay? Here we go, guys. Sing it one more time. Ready? It's up to you. Good job. So don't blame it on anybody else, okay? Because we'll tell you why. Just blame it on a parent, blame it on a friend, blame it on the teacher, that's where problems begin. You can blame it on the president, but no matter what you do, the consequences come back. You know who? It's up to you. It's up to you, guys. Nobody else. I want to give my rock and roll band members up here a big, big, big round of applause. Good job. Thank you. Good job. So remember, guys, it is up to you. You're going to have to take tests through elementary school. You're going to have to take tests through middle school. You're going to have to take tests through high school, college. I got news for you. You're going to have to take the test in general the rest of your life. That's right, exactly. Because you guys take tests here in school. You take tests to get your driver's license. You take PH tests. Even your teacher and your principals take tests, don't you? Now, it just means setting a goal and making a plan. And when you have a plan, then that means that you are prepared. And a prepared school means having a great school. And speaking of great schools, my brother and I, we went to an amazing school. Yes, we did. For 15 wonderful years. My brother and I, we went to Stud Muffin Elementary. Oh yeah, Stud Muffin Elementary. It was the best elementary in town. As a matter of fact, brother, I think it was the only one in town. And the whole time we were going there was always recognized. Yeah, people, drive by and recognize it. And that's right, my brother and I, we loved our school, and we learned a lot at our school. Like, we learned how to be good friends with everybody and not bully others. We learned how to say no to things that can get us hurt or in trouble, like drugs or alcohol. And we learned a lot of great tips that we could use on our upcoming state test. And just like the one that you guys have coming up next week. So, in this show, like I said, to do well in this test, you have to have confidence. You have to be prepared. You have to set a goal, and you have to make a plan. And we think that our test-taking tips that we're going to share with you guys here today is going to help you guys get prepared for your PSSA. But you guys have to pay very close attention, because not only for this test, but we're going to be having a game show right here on this floor right in front of you, okay? So you guys got to pay very close attention, because the contestants is going to be the audience members, okay? So pay very close attention. Now, since you guys only have a week until the test, there are things that you can do from now until the test. Come to school every single day. That's simply it. Just come to school every single day. On time, because you know what? School is where you're going to learn to do your best. It's not going to be at home. It's not going to be on the computer. It's going to be at school. So make sure you're here at school every single day. Yes, and when you come to school every day, make sure that you come to school prepared by having your homework finished. Because that homework is what's going to get you ready for the test. Yes, and if you guys have any questions that you think that you may have during the test, or if you have a problem area that you think you might have while taking the test, ask your teachers any questions that you may have. Because you know what? They want you to do your best on this. You know what? They're your biggest fans. They didn't spend all year, hours Monday through Friday teaching you for nothing, okay? They want you to do your best. They want you to get the most out of your work. So make sure you talk to your teachers if you have any problems. Yes, and now let's say that it's the night before the test. So just for example, let's pretend that the test is tomorrow, just so we can really soak in all this information, okay? The test is tomorrow, okay? Now, these are the things you can do from the night before the test. Gather all of your clothing. So do this. Walk over to your closet And find your favorite t-shirt, your favorite sweatshirt, your favorite pants, your shoes, anything that's the most comfortable to you. Walk over to your bed and place it right next to your bed. Then walk over to your backpack, grab your backpack, put all your pencils, your pens, your notebooks, your calculators, put everything that you need in the backpack, and walk over to your bed and place it right next to your bed with your clothes. Brother, tell them more.
You want to do this so in the morning of the test, you don't have to rush around and do all that morning, because you know what, that's just going to create confusion. You don't have to worry about your pens, you don't have to worry about your pants, your socks, your shoes, all that stuff you're going to have to worry about. So you want to make sure you do this the night before, get everything ready so you're prepared.
Yes, and because it is the night before the test, if you guys do get nervous,
you can talk to someone. Talk to your parents. If you can't talk to your parents, talk to your grandparents. If you can't talk to your grandparents, call someone that you know that you can trust and talk to, okay?
And when you're going to bed, make sure that you guys get a good night's sleep, okay?
Go to bed on time and set your alarm. Don't sit up all night talking on the computer or talking on the phone or texting. Make sure that your body gets the right amount of rest it needs to prepare itself to be the best it can be. Hey, guys, seriously, you do not need to talk. If you're going to talk, you might as well just leave, because you're just distracting other people and you're not learning anything, okay? So please pay attention, because we're trying to help you, okay? We're not being funny right now. We're trying to help you get ready for your test, okay? So make sure you go to bed on time and set your alarm.
Now, it's the morning of the test and you wake up. Make sure that you guys wake up on time by having your alarm set the previous night. And make sure you eat a good, healthy breakfast. So tell them some of the types.
For example, a good, healthy breakfast would be something like eggs or oatmeal. Eggs are a good source of protein. You can scramble them, you can fry them, you can put ketchup on them. I've seen people eat eggs every way in the world. So eggs are a good source of protein. Also, a good source of carbs would be oatmeal. You don't want to eat something like a donut with a lot of sugar on it. You're just going to feel worse later in the day. You're going to get sleepy. Plus, donuts aren't that great for you. So make sure you get some good oatmeal. That'd be good for you.
Yes, and now you guys want to make sure that you guys get to school on time with confidence.
Absolutely. When you walk into school, if it's going to help you, say out loud to yourself, I can do this. You know why? Because I believe you can. I believe anybody can do anything they want to if they set their mind to it.
And when you walk in those doors and you're in there with confidence, just make sure that you guys get ready.
Absolutely. You know what? You have a favorite sports team, basketball team, football team. They practice and prepare themselves before every game, okay? So when it comes time to take your test, that's your game. That's what you have to prepare yourself for. So make sure you do that.
Yes, and when you walk into school, you got the confidence, you're already prepared, you're sitting down at the desk, you have the test right in front of you, or it was handed to you. The first thing that you should always do is read the directions. That's right. Tell them why, brother.
Because the directions is what's going to instruct you how to get through the problems on the test.
That's right. And then, not only do we want you to remember the tips that we're sharing with you guys here today, because it's going to help you a lot, but we also want you guys to remember the tips that your teachers have already given you from now until the test.
Remember, they're your biggest fans, so they want you to do your best.
And when you're sitting down and you got your pencil and you're working through the test, very important, take your time.
Remember, it's not a race. Whether it's timed or not, you're not going to get a gold medal if you turn your test in first, okay? It's not a race, so make sure you take your time.
Yes, and when you're taking the test, if your mind happens to wander or you get nervous, what should you do? Take a deep breath. That's right. Oh, quick question. Do you ever get nervous?
Oh, brother, I always get nervous. I get nervous when I take tests and when I call my future ex-girlfriend.
Okay, now, hey, remember that teacher that, we had this teacher at our school, and he taught us that if we ever got nervous or if our mind wanders, this is what he told us to do, and I'm going to show you with a demonstration with my brother. So, brother, I want you to close your eyes, pretend you're taking the test. Now, you got nervous, so take a deep breath. Hold it. Now let it out slowly. Now, how do you feel?
Wow, I feel like a pop balloon.
And do you know why you feel like a pop balloon?
I do not know why I feel like a pop balloon. Why do I feel like a pop balloon?
reason is because you just let out all of your stress.
Wow, that's a good strategy, Rupert. Why don't we try it? Okay, I want you to pretend like you're sitting at your desk. Okay, that means you're not talking to the person next to you. I want you to pretend like you're putting your pencil down. Okay. All right, everybody, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Let it out slowly. Okay, you can open your eyes now. See, you might think that's kind of silly right now, but later on when you're taking the test and you get nervous, remember, why don't you try it? It'll probably help you.
So now that we got all the stress out of us, and now we're getting to a section that we would like to call the reading and the writing section. So, this is what you do for the reading and the writing. Make sure that you guys read the whole story carefully.
Read it as many times as you need to.
Yeah, and if you have to read it 2-3 times, do it. But on your second and third time going through the story, underline any key words in the story.
Like names, places, events, and dates.
Yes, and as you're reading these, you can close your eyes if you want and use your imagination.
Absolutely. I love using my imagination. So why don't you, okay, for example, some people might say that the area between this ear and this ear is a brain, but I like to call it an imagination. And here's why. You can use your imagination to work through these word problems. For example, imagine if the story word problem is about a boy walking down a beach. Just use your imagination to think, what color is the sand? What shade of blue is the water? Are there trees in the background? Are there clouds in the sky? Are there birds chirping? What color are the flowers growing by the sand? You can use your imagination to pull out details and instill things in your mind that's going to help you keep the positive energy flowing and help you put down on paper the things that you need to put down.
That's good. Okay, so now let's get into the math section, okay? These are the tips when you get to the math section. Make sure that you guys underline any key words or numbers that is in the math problem.
Absolutely. Make sure you understand the word problem.
And then another thing that you want to do is if you see a number that is written out, make sure you change it to the actual numerical number.
Like if you see the number spelled 66, write out 66. It's going to help you remember 66.
Then you're not going to see a word, you're going to see the number in the math problem. Now, let's say that you read the directions, okay, at the very beginning, and you don't see if you can write in the test booklet or not. This is the best time when you're reading the directions. Make sure you raise your hand and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Teacher, can we write in this test booklet? And if they say yes, use it as a worksheet.
Worksheets are important because not only do they help you work through the problem that you're working on, it also helps the teacher understand helps the teacher know that you understand how to work through that problem. If you don't know how to work through the problem and you do all the questions on the test, more than likely you've got all of them wrong. So we want to make sure that you know exactly how to work through each problem. So that's why you need to write everything down on a worksheet.
Yes, now we're getting to the part where it's for the whole test, and this is answering any question on the whole test.
Right.
So when you look at some of the answers, make sure you guys read every single choice before you choose.
Take your time.
And if you see that a couple of those questions that you know, or some of those answers you know are wrong, and you know this for a fact that they were wrong, cross off those answers.
Process of elimination.